BAYELSA state, for the last 60 years, a toxic brew of water, gas and oil. Pollution on an unimaginable scale. It's hard to believe humans can survive in this environment. Today, thousands of miles away in London, the BAYELSA State Oil and Environmental Commission released a new report renewing its plea to oil companies like Shell, who've made billions from the region, to clean up.
What this report does is give a lot of texture and personal stories to the evidence from the research about the impact in BAYELSA, which is in the Niger Delta, of the work of the oil companies. And you have people's livelihoods have been destroyed over the last 50 years. The incredible and devastating impact in terms of their health. The fact that oil companies are not taking responsibility when there are leakages in the pipes to fix them. Sometimes it takes years. Literally, you have black rain that is falling on people. I mean, respiratory diseases are rife. People can't fish. There are no birds in the vicinity. The land has been devastated. People can't really get food.
This new investigation looked at toxic contaminants in BAYELSA. One sample of groundwater had toxic chemicals at over 1 million times safe limits. One tribal leader had this description of the oil companies.
In England, in America, they pretend to be good, but when they get to Africa, to BAYELSA state, they are brutal. They are destructive and all of that. That is what has been going on.
This wouldn't happen in Dubai, Qatar,
no, it
Bahrain,
won't. No, it won't even happen in Scotland. It won't happen in, in Houston and so on. So in Houston, they behave well. In Scotland, they behave well. In Netherlands, they behave well. But once they get to BAYELSA state, once they get to Nigeria, they are brutal. And so we want their cousins, their husbands, their wives to know that this is what has been going on, that the value of life back there in BAYELSA state means nothing to them. They are just concerned about profit and profit alone. So we are polluted, people die. As a matter of fact, the average life expectancy in Nigeria is 54. But the life expectancy in BAYELSA state and other Niger Delta states is 40. So there's a huge difference, 15 years.
The BAYELSA Commission wants the oil companies to provide $12 billion for the cleanup.
Shell, Eni, and all the other oil companies will be part and parcel, the whole of this process.
What do you want them to do?
Our first and foremost is the remediation of our environment. The environment is gone, and the livelihood of our people is being affected. You have strange diseases, cancer, mention them. And so we must first of all remedy our environment and clean up our environment and bring it back.
Who's going to pay for that?
I believe that those who caused it will also take that responsibility.
Shell's parent company here in London has issued a statement to Arise News about the allegations. It says that Shell in Nigeria, that's SBDC, operates to the same technical standards as other Shell companies globally. The statement goes on, illegal activities continue to inhibit a normal operating environment for Shell. This a reference to oil smugglers. The statement goes on, regardless of the cause of the spill, we clean up and remediate areas affected by spills originating from our facilities. John Cookson, Arise News, Westminster.